touchdowns as a sophomore in 2015 for LSU. Only 8 in an injury-filled 2016, but now he's got his first NFL touchdown.
And you know he'd like to return to that college form that he exhibited when he put it in the end zone 20-plus times. And he has the build of a big back, but don't be surprised if he has a few touchdowns that are long distance. He has excellent speed as well.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. Shifts by him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
He'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on. Huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. Oh, he slipped right by him. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Three and a half to go, first quarter. First down, Winston. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes. Goes for 36 yards. Here's Blunt. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. LeGarrette Blunt, 27 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. For Blunt, a career-high 18 rushing touchdowns for the Patriots in 2016. Now he's got his first to start the new campaign with his new club.
And, partner, you know how it is when a player goes to a new team. They may miss the old one, but they also want to show them what they're missing. And this is the first one for him. He hopes it's many with his new club.
Trying to build off that banner year he had in 2016. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Green, 39, Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Takes this one down all the way near the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
All right, here we go. 3-19. No. All right, let's go. All right, now,
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
let's go. 3-19. Detroit. All right, now, look at 56. All right, here we go. Lucky 56. Leopard. Over.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Room here to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Play clock winding down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Fournette. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never To have that good feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Amari Cooper and the rest. The offense heading back out there now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Obi Melifonwu, the rookie out of UConn. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down. On that football, because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got room. Fournette fighting through. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Fournette, a first down carry. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Green 39! Green 39!
In motion, James, the tight end. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. 3-19. Back down in Philly. Here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know it. The offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Barney. Set. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Set. Over.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. From the gun, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Again, it's Winston. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know. That it helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any. Tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe you go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Winston now. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A second down throw for Winston. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and 15. Here's Winston. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
In motion, James, the tight end. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Rams are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. It's a leverage by the offensive line to create space.
On going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And Hill running right through it. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown of his first ever NFL game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. Shift together here from the D-line. On play action, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a carry for Blount. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Uses the spin. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with a recipe of the ground game.
Detroit! Back 99, Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green 39, Green 39. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Finding some room, and I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Detroit! Now let's go! Leopard! Here we go now! Watch it now! Over!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! Leopard!
The play clock's running down.
Leopard! Detroit!
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Leopard. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll make it third down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Set. Blue 90.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Check nickel.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
All right, here we go. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check out, bro. Let's go. Blue, Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Alert 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. And he's gone 2-2 on us now at 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones, able to run it, catch it, and produce. Big-time points put on the board by him.
This is taken at the 3. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing. Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And you see those receiving numbers now. Last year in the NFL, Only 5 backs topped 100 yards receiving. David Johnson, Tevin Coleman, Darren Sproles, Spencer Ware, and Gio Bernard.
And what we're seeing from the backs nowadays is that ability to be a hybrid, to be a big-time runner, but also a big-time receiver. And I know in practice sessions, the running backs have their own group, and they'll go through all their different drills, and they'll catch the ball. But some of the primetime guys will actually go down to the receivers and work with them on their releases, on catching the football, tucking it away, running proper routes, all of that. Anything to gain an edge and make it tougher for a defense.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I like that, right? There. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Back at it. Watch him now, Barney.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Green 39. Over. Leopard. Leopard.
In motion, James, the tight end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, Barney, Barney.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Fournette on the counter, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Play clock winding down. In motion left goes a tight end. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Delayed game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many...
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man. It's the first NFL catch for Corey Davis. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. This run defense was a weakness last year toward the bottom of the league, and early returns not good here this year.
And that's too bad because you and I both know that when you have something that's a weakness from your team the year before, you spend a lot of time out in the offseason, whether it's personnel, adjustments in scheme, all of those things. So that's got to be disheartening to start off the season this way.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Here we go now. Detroit. Detroit. Over.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tavon Austin from 6 yards away. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Now McManus for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd down, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Jameis to throw it. Screen pass to Blount. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him his 2nd sack now in the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Here's Andy Lee now. Time for a break as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will get it at the 20. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Only 4 victories for the Rams this season. They've got a chance for an opening day win here if they can hold on. It's first down.
No, check. Patriot.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Now let's go. Gun. All right, now, gun. Leopard. Green, 39. Green.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Leopard. All right, here we go. Green, 30. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at this. Leopard. He's coming, double up.
Now here's Mahomes. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Mahomes now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Kendricks coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And James has it. The 30. 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lead, yeah, a little extra on top.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra. Pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Rams, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Redskins come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.